congratulate. There's some people that were nominated for the Hall of Fame that I think are very worthy of mentioning here. Vince Carter is the headliner of the class. He was a great player for us in Dallas. He played here with Memphis. One of the longest tenured players in the history of the league, and so congratulations to him. And then in the contributor category, our governor, Herb Simon, was nominated as a contributor. Herb is the longest tenured governor in the history of the NBA. So this is 40 years that he's been governor, or his family has had ownership of the Pacers. And in 1983, he saved the franchise by purchasing the franchise at that time, taking on a lot of debt, and has built it into one of the model franchises. And his acts of philanthropy are legendary, and he's a guy that doesn't ever seek attention. So this is very well deserved for him. And also Mike Fratello, who coached the Grizzlies, and Jerry West, who was president of the Grizzlies. So there are many others, but I thought those were four that were important to mention. So congratulations to all of them.
Coach, you must draw the short straw. You get Ja Morant back on his first game at home. It'll be like a playoff environment.
I often do draw the short straw.
It's going to be like a playoff environment, start the game. What do you tell your guys to make sure they weather the storm so they'll be playing from behind all game?
We got to love the challenge of coming in here. Said this many times recently, that the opportunity to play meaningful games in high-level intensity environments is something that a young team needs. It's great that Morant is back. I mean, it's great for the game. It's great for our league. What he did 2 nights ago was, legendary stuff. And we know we got our hands full, with him and Jackson and Bain and the rest of them, and they're very well coached. So it's a great challenge. So we look forward to the challenge, but it'll be tough, but that's what it's supposed to be.
Speaking of tough, how do you prepare for a team that you just get one player back for one game, so you can't use game film for one game to prepare for them, or you just worry about what you do and do what you do best?
Yeah, the one game template is pretty much how they have played with him, and there's nothing easy about any of this. I don't know that more game film on Ja Morant helps us that much. He's just elite at what he does, and so we got to try to keep him off the launching pad and out of the paint, and it's virtually impossible to do it all the time, but we've just got to make it as tough on him as we can.
Tyrese played over the summer with the USA. How important was that to springboard him into having such a great year this year?
The USA experience was very meaningful for Tyrese. A different kind of basketball, a different level of intensity. A lot of the one and done features that we experienced recently in the in-season tournament. And the FIBA game is a game where every possession is even more meaningful than the NBA, because the games are 40 minutes instead of 48. So you get a significantly fewer number of possessions. And so I know he really enjoyed the challenges of that situation this summer. Enjoyed playing with all the guys on the team. Jaren Jackson was one of them, and learned an awful lot that has helped him as we've entered this season.
Rick, you had all 3 centers last night for the first time in quite a while. What had you missed when Jalen was out for the last 9 games?
Well, he just brings a little different element than Miles and Isaiah. And it was pretty clear, when he got in there last night, he did what he does. He was a presence around the rim. knocked down open shots from the perimeter, and rebounded the ball. And so he's one of our tough guys too. So it's good to have him back last night. Will not be available tonight. Didn't suffer a setback, but had some soreness today that on the second night of a back-to-back is best to not take any chances there. So, Isaiah is right back in the middle of things as he's been for the last 3.5 weeks, and we've seen a lot of growth from him. So this will be a great opportunity for him because these guys got a lot of physical bigs on the inside.
All good?
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.